Hey everybody, how are you all keeping? Hope all of you are well, each and every one of you. Well, what news have I got for you today? I went to the show last night, went to see a comedian called Brendan Grace. He was okay, he was good, you know, he was kind of okay. He told all the jokes that I already knew, that Nigel already knew, because we already own his DVD. So, he just went over, I'd say a good 80% of his show was jokes that he said on his DVDs, you know. I don't know, but okay, it was okay. It was all right. But then in the middle of the show, he um he just started singing songs that were kind of a little out of my era, and I've nothing against the old ones, but I don't think the audience were really kind of expecting songs in the middle of that of a show, you know, especially songs that we've heard I don't know how many times. There was this one, Down the Street Where We Live. Da, 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 da. No one the street before, and I've never wandered so da 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 da. But I don't. Why didn't want to hear it? I just wanted to hear the jokes. If I wanted to hear that song, I could just go on the computer. But so there you go. But it was okay. It was okay. We were sitting 4 rows from the front, and some of the times he was just looking directly at us, and you know, telling the jokes that we already knew. But anyhow, so we got to meet him afterwards and everything, and you know, it was okay. It was grand. Oh well, when I went during the intermission, I went into the toilet. Oh, this is great, lads. What great information. I go to the toilet. Let's exercise the demons. No, I went to the bathroom, but I was inside in the cubicle and I was singing. What was it? That one. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I don't like going to those standy uppy toilets. You know, those ones that you go, you know, you stand up and I just don't like it because if there's people standing beside me, I cannot go. And I'm not ashamed of saying that because I'm sure there's a lot of you people that can't go when there's somebody looking. But I was sitting down or standing up, or I was standing up in the cubicle going for a piss. Okay, great. I really give out too much information. But I was singing, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I didn't realize there was like 3 people outside. I didn't even hear him coming in. So they must have thought that I was. So there we go. Now what else am I going to talk about? Yeah, I'm watching the timer here just in case sometimes it fails. Sometimes there is no sound. Anywho, um, I want to tell you something about Halloween, just very quickly, because I'm in a kind of a Halloweeny mood. I know it's kind of late that I'm making a video tonight. There you go. But anyway, I remember, you know, Trick or Treat. Who doesn't know that? I went around trick or treating for my first time. God Almighty! On the first time I went around for trick or treating, I didn't really understand what the trick was that you had to bring with you. I wasn't all that bright. Kind of still am not, but you know, still am it. Still am it. You see, that proves my point. Anywho, I brought along a light bulb. Now that was my trick, and this is what I did with the light bulb. Of course, I had a tea canister. You know the tea canisters. I had one of those, and that was for money or nuts or whatever the hell that I was going to get. I didn't even know what I was going to expect. I just knew I was going to get money, and that's what I wanted. I think I was about 12 years old. I wanted money. I didn't want sticky sweets from people's hands or from people's baskets at home. I didn't want to be eating people's nuts. Oh my god, how times have changed. Oh god, okay, no, scratch that. Anyway, I sound like such a slut. Oh my god, slutella. No, so what did I do? Yeah, I went around and I had this stupid sheet around me, kind of. It was just something that I stole from my mom's wardrobe, and I was wearing it around my head. I looked like a freak. You know, I didn't even look like someone that going around trick or treating. It didn't even look like a costume. I looked just fucking stupid, and I was like, so it was like I fell off the back of a wagon or something. But anyway, like an old woman with a shawl running up the street. But anyway, I had the tea caddy in my right hand, and I had the thingy on, and I was going around, and I came across a group of people, and they were kind of like teenagers, and they turned around to me and they said, "Hey man, what kind of tricks you got, huh?" And I said, "What? What are you talking about?" And I remember I held out my hand, and I said, "Trick or treat, trick or treat," and they said, "Trick." Now this was actually I think I was on my way home at this stage because I had done my rounds. I went around twice. I called into people that I already called into, and I was putting on the innocent face saying, "But I thought that I missed this house." So anyway, they all gave me something extra. But of course, I was faced with this crowd of people, and they said, this crowd of teenagers, and they said to me, "So come on, man, where's your trick? Show us your trick." And I said, "No, I just wanted to go home because my tea caddy was full of money and nuts and biscuits and all kinds of shite." So they say, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, you don't have a trick, do you? Yeah, you don't have a trick, do you? Yeah, 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 yeah." So honest to God, my face was all black, covered in, I don't know, I was out, my face was probably in my parents' coal bucket before I went out, and I was all black, and I just looked like a fucking mess. So they were laughing at me, and I was walking away, and these guys and girls were a lot older than me, and I felt really hurt about that. I was just walking away, and I was thinking, they're they're laughing at me. So this is what I did. I put my hand into my pocket. I took out my amazing trick, the world's greatest trick in the world, the light bulb, and I just heard a firecracker going off. So I caught that light bulb and I chucked it up into the air, and I jumped so high that the contents of my tea caddy came flying out. There was money in flying in all directions. There were only coppers, little pieces, little. But there was a huge tringling of money flying in all directions, and it was dark. No, I wouldn't be able to find all that. I wouldn't be able to find anything in that. But the money flew everywhere, and the nuts flew everywhere, and the biscuits flew everywhere. The 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 sheet thing that I was wearing flew back over my face, so I couldn't see where I was running, because I ran. I ran into the wall. The light bulb smashed off the road, and there was a big, and all I could hear was, "My car, my car." So I think I hit your one's car. Actually, I think I might have hit the screen, but I ran, and I ended up running home with nothing. I lost it all, including the light bulb. The next morning, I went back to around where the area was. I found a couple of pennies, squash nuts. Not that I wanted them. I wanted the money. But I didn't get much of that money back. So there you go. I thought I'd share that story with you. Sometimes you know something? I think I might go around trick or treating this year. Put a sheet over my head. Or wait, do I need any kind of a mask? Maybe I don't. Love you guys.